Yo, what's up guys, welcome back next match, Cross-Banlist Cup. So finally right side, so top 16 brackets. These are the top 16 decks, so the 8 of the upper part, top cut, blue section, while the bottom section, of course, are the more broken decks. But yeah, so let's focus on the first matchup. The most upper one, if that makes sense. We have Burning Abyss versus Chaos. So both these decks, I think we have the oldest deck, 2004. Versus one of the older decks in the upper bracket, being a decklist from 2016, which has access to basically Beatrice Turbo, as you see, PK Fire, Phantom Knight, as the deck was called back then, so that's like 9 years ago, but a huge gap between both of these decks, so I could definitely agree here with people seeing that, what is it, about 70 to 80% favoring Burning Abyss over Chaos, which, you know, does make sense. Put up a Dante, especially Dante, or Beatrice upon Dante, over a Dante that is, and I mean, your board wipes do nothing. You'll see it in this first replay, so let's see how this one is played out. And the one of Torguide, that's nice, especially against a deck that doesn't run any hand traps. So let's see, they can open up with multiple Dante. This is actually a huge deal. Like, Beatrice pass is for this deck hard to overcome. Like, look. So this hand is stacked. it's super sweet. We dark roll the board. The problem is that, I mean, you know, Dante target Seer, Seer target Dante, you know, the loop. Beatrice triggers because, you know, she's sent or destroyed. And this triggers, you know, the extra deck summon. You can go for, what is it, the fusion or the synchro. We board wipe again, it doesn't matter. They end on more cards. This is so funny. They ended on more cards before the board wipes. This is power creep for you, right? The problem here though is, and this is again kind of funny, is because of both traps, you know, both back row, they cannot special summon their Burning Abyss monsters. So now it might actually be somewhat of a slowish game, but no, not really. They can go for another Dante, use up their normal summon for, I think it was Farfa. And then Beatrice, I guess. Let me see. Yeah, Farfa's effect is negated. They do go for damage, which, I mean, what's the attack? Yeah, anyway, we go for goats. I mean, it's just holding them off a little bit. The Demok in hand is not the best. We do have Painful Choice, because we got it back off of the Magician. The problem is that we need those powerful cards, like a potential Graceful Charity would have been fantastic. So we Painful Choice for, I don't know, like 5 good cards. But again, the problem here is our hand is not changing that much. And, like, okay, DD Warrior Lady is one of those cards that, sure, it's an out for Beatrice, but, I mean, they will just play around it. And the fact that, like, the PK Fire can search, I was about to say Phoenix Chain, but Fogblade, that's just, again, an instant out for DD Warrior Lady. Now, you know, you don't, at least, don't forget that Fogblade, what is it? The monster equipped with Fogblade cannot be targeted for an attack, right? Like, vaguely I remember that. Let's see, what can Scientist do in this? Nothing, right? Yeah, we reveal Order, but that's not really doing that much. I mean, Order against a deck that's not running that many spells. This matchup though, like, this is for Chaos, I think one of the worst matchups from all the decks from the upper part, I think so. So we, again, you know, I guess it's fair enough. They'll always probably give you the Demok. They don't want to risk the Premature Burial or the Monster Reborn. And here, this is my mistake. I probably should... Will it matter? Probably not, but I probably should have... what is it? Was it Confiscation? I think it was Confiscation of Forceful Sentry. Get rid of one of the Terratops. This way they all special summon, and you know, we saw the Decadent Borg was also in hand, and you know, ring one of them and they will be, you know, just stuck. The thing is that they will just wait for the next turn and, you know, not set anything, right? But like, it's not that this deck is going to OTK. Yeah, that's the deal, right? But I mean, that was probably the better play. It is what it is. So again, they're able to search out their one of Torguide. Again, we're not running any hand traps, so we are not, or we can't negate it. Snatch Steal on Beatrice feels terrible, but again, that was the only play we could make. Double Dante, the fact is, what can they do though? Make another Beatrice? Can they pop the Snatch Steal? Oh yeah, they can pop Snatch Steal. Yep, so we chain, but the problem is we can't send anything. We already have Demok, we already have Sinister Serpent, so sending Sini would have been really nice, but nope, that's not the case. Let's see, they do attack into... Yeah, okay, this makes sense. They do attack with the Rebellion into the neutered DD Warrior Lady, and is this game? This is again game. So it feels like a losing battle, I'm honest. Well, but again, like game number 3, like look at this hand. This is, for the time being, was super stacked, having... you know, the Trinity cards, well, bar Delinquent 2, right? Like, I think I side decked out Delinquent. Like, what is it going to do against Phantom Knight hand? You know, the deck where the graveyard is basically its second hand. So we order though, so we don't have to discard for Mirage of Nightmare, flip over Magician of Fate. We do get Fogblade. We change Torrential to try to dodge, so we get back our Graceful. The problem here is again, Beatrice will be triggered, or will trigger. The question is that we do have Scientist as a nice out, but they have Vanity's Emptiness. Like, keeping Emptiness in, it's iffy, but it kind of works out, I guess. And I think we have Crush card sets. Yeah, we do. So like this setup against any other deck would be busted as hell. Look at this order, Crush card, Scientist. But against BA, they don't care. They care, check. So here again, the tour guide, so we know what's coming. So I think I skip order. We go for Graceful and hope for the best. The problem here is, again, Emperor with DD Order, fantastic against almost all decks. But I don't think it would make sense to use Emperor, like they have failure from all the cards, but like imagine using Emperor, everything will trigger still. And will trigger during their turn as well. So I'm screwed either way. I'm honest. So we draw 3. A lot of monsters. Tribe Infecting Virus could be cute, of clearing the board. I think Sinister Serpent is in the graveyard as well. But the question is are we surviving? And I think all of my back rows are Spell and Trap Destruction. I think so. And what is it? Is it Alich? That negates the monster effects. So DD Warrior Lady cannot activate. At least won't resolve right. And yes, all the board wipes. We reveal everything, that's GG. So, like, in all honesty, this felt like a losing battle. There wasn't really anything we could do about this, right? It was just basically Chaos's worst matchup. The next one, bottom part, right? We have the upper one. So, what is it? Simorgh Link, Bird Up, Lyrilisk Tri-Brigade versus Fire King Snake Eyes. What is it about? 1 or 2 years a difference between both these decks. Barrier Statue might go hard. Okay, guys, that's it. Thanks for watching. Feel free to leave a comment or like if you enjoyed the video. Riddim signing out. Peace.